at route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Ready. I got you, son.
Going on first down is Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, it's Breeze. Going for it all. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right down the middle. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. It's a big play there for the Browns. 74 yards. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Browns have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a second.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack. Breeze. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
54. Go. Check. Watch 54.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 93 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what?
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Slam.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
53, check 53.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the run.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21-3 is your score after one.
54, Mike. I got you.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Hey, alert!
Play fake. Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hurry! 54 Mike. Check.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Yellow lady.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He finds Beckham complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. And Gibbs got it. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. It's caught, Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Breeze now. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith there to make the grab. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! 47's the mic. Let's go.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield with it once more. This is the tight end, Njoku. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Check. Watch 54.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of a key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
80 weapon. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
On second down, Mayfield again. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 84 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23.
Hey, kill! Hey, Haywood! Hey, easy! Hey, we got Mike, number 53! Mike, 53! There you go.
Breeze now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
53's the mic. 53.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up with that.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Harris now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Set. 95-56. 95-56.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
12.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Hey, easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
11. Hey, easy.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Check 4.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield on play action. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Opposite.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, watch the ball.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Complete, Smith has it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern?
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Mike, 53. Smooth. 53, Mike.
Breeze now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Watch out for Hill on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
That's
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, 21. Check nickel. What?
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Watch the whip.
They run it again with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Let's go.
Breeze now on 1st down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
Check.
Breeze to throw again. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey, check.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Kill. Five.
On first down, Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for two.
I got you. Switch, check.
They're going to try and run. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillandale as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000s. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got. Dream turn. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the crown. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Atlanta. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Strike 25!
Mike 54!
Hey, South!
You go take!
61! South!
You got
Then get up!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
51!
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. And who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. After the sack on first down, Ryan, great job into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
After the run, Newton going to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run, watch the run. 20. Jump. Gun. Get it.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Great.
On second and a couple. Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Set. Ready.
Check. 45 the mark.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
To throw on second and 6. Newton. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
54. Check.
You better be afraid of me.
Under 10.
Wait.
Switch.
Shoot. Protein spill. Hey. High 7.
Throwing again. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He completes this to Russell Gage. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
59, ready.
Check. Watch 54.
Here we go.
58. Hey, exit. Get out.
Now Ryan on first down. On the move to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Lions pass taken in by Ridley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, let go. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, Ryan going for the deep touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 35 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right to the 3. Push him back. Push him back. 8.
On first down, it's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I'm going to run you over. Express. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. catch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Manhertz there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he gets a good head of steam going.
Looking downfield and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
He can't hang. He's not hanging.
To throw again, Ryan. Jones has it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen.
That's going to be a long day. Check. Lucky.
Great. Gun.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Gun.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Oh, some strong running. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now Newton. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They fake the give. Newton escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Great.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45.
Get it.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Great.
Throwing again. Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Switch.
Again, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Allen Bailey. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now it's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Newton now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Throwing is Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6 How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Mike, 45. Check right, check right.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun. Pick me up. Here we go. 59 more.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike is 59.
Ryan will throw again. And finding the tight end Hooper. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Here's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Ryan. Flushed out right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down from the shotgun to McCaffrey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Right to the 3. Greg Gray. Greg Gray.
And an alley to run. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
21.
Ryan wants to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's Newton. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 59.
From the red zone now, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Great, great, great.
Don't be scared of it.
8.
Switch gears.
One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.